everyone, Jennifer here, back with another edition of Movie Talk. This week's movie will kick off this year's edition of Fright-ober, and that movie is Monster High Freaky Fusion. While attempting to help Frankie Stein learn more about her freaky cool scaritage, the fashionably fierce ghoul friends travel back in time to the first day ever of Monster High. There, they meet Sparky, a scholastic teen with an obsession for creating life. But when Sparky follows the ghouls through a killer time portal to modern-day Monster High, the event results in 8 of them fusing together into 4 creeperific hybrid monsters. Now, they'll really have to work together to control their bodies in the big Bite-centenial play and stop one of Sparky's experiments from destroying imperfectly perfect Monster High. Okay, highlights of the movie. This movie was made back in 2014, so it's about 6 years old. Closer to 7 because this was released in the spring. And it is a 3D animated movie, as most Monster High movies are. And it is, of course, a Monster High film. We see the first year, well, I say year, but it's actually the first day, roughly, of Monster High. And we learn that being different isn't a bad thing. And I say that because even though the back doesn't say anything about them, there are actually 4 hybrid monsters that are introduced in this movie. A unicorn zombie hybrid named Nathan, a harpy centaur hybrid, a mermaid ghost hybrid named Serena. I think Avia is the centaur harpy, and then a moth skeleton hybrid named Bonita, I believe is her name. I can't remember. And they actually help the ghouls that have been fused together learn to work together. And what I mean by saying that different isn't always a bad thing is that these 4 have shuffled around from school to school because they were never really accepted, because they are 2 monsters in one, not just one single monster. Okay, things I liked about this movie. I basically liked everything about this movie. Monster High is one of my favorite franchises. I love the characters. And in this one, I liked not only the hybrid characters, but I liked the 4 fusion characters. It's like the hybrid characters, I kind of liked the design on them, although with Nathan, I don't really see how a unicorn is a monster, because I don't think of unicorns as monsters. But same thing with Junifier, I don't see how a dragon is a monster, because I don't see dragons as monsters. I see dragons and unicorns as more mythical creatures, so maybe they're just trying to do a blend here with mythical creatures and monsters. I don't know. But I did like the design for them. I thought the hybrid monsters looked really cool, and I thought the fusion monsters looked really cool. And all but one of them were actually really good fusions. They had, and this is not a spoiler at all, they had Claudine fused with Venus. So you had a werewolf who likes meat fused with a plant monster. Then we had Laguna Blue fused with Junifier. So we had a monster who is a water element fused with a monster who is a fire element, which was interesting because they're opposites. And we had Cleo fused with Toralei, which I I just found funny because, number one, Toralei is a cat and Cleo is a mummy, and cats were very sacred in ancient Egypt. And number two, Cleo and Toralei do not get along whatsoever. So that was just hilarious seeing them trying to work together. And then we had Dracula fused with Rebecca. Well, that was the one that was a little confusing to me because it was a vampire with a robot, and it's like, how is that? It didn't really make sense to me at first, and then it's like, well, maybe it's the Dracula's like the ancient and Rebecca's like the modern, and that's why they were chosen to be fused together. I don't know. But it was very interesting. I love the design they came up for the fusion creatures, or the fusion girls. It was really interesting how they combined the two together, but rather than like having them look like how they looked before their fusion, but look different, they did a nice blend of it, which I thought was just amazing. Like, look-wise, hair color-wise, clothing-wise, it was all different. It was like a completely new monster once they were fused, which was really, really neat. I really, really liked that. Okay, feel free to leave your comments and questions in the comment section. I do love to read this. Please like and share if you're watching this on Facebook, or like and subscribe if you haven't already if you're watching on YouTube. And feel free to follow me on Wattpad, Tumblr, Instagram, and Twitter. I do have my name for those 4 sites right there on the screen, as well as the pictures I use for the icons. I will also have the link for those 4 sites in the description section if that makes it any easier for you guys to locate my particular pages on those sites. And, please let me know if you're having problems as well. Please note that all pictures seen within this video do belong to their respected artists. I own absolutely nothing. Okay, quick reminder on my comment rules. Okay, feel free to check out my other videos. Okay, before I sign off, a few things I'd like to touch on. First off, I'd like to apologize for not posting a video in a while. Unfortunately, things were just a touch crazy for me. Number 2, YouTube subscribers. Any of my videos that cannot be found on YouTube are on my Facebook page. The link will be in the description section. Facebook friends. Any of my videos that cannot be found on Facebook are on YouTube. Again, the link will be in the description section. And also, feel free to check out my fanfic group, or my Facebook group, Fanfic Corner. The link for that will be in the description section as well. Okay, as always, thank you for watching, and have a very nice day.